Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for liking, sharing, and subscribing to these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at the Sita One. You can find the weekly tarot readings on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook at the Sita One, and daily posts on Instagram of the tarot cards. My name is Sita. I'm an intuitive astrologer and psychic tarot reader, and I'm here to share with you the astro energy for the week of May 16th to the 22nd. And it's starting to be a very, very busy May. We have more intense energy at the end of the month, but things are ramping up. And we just had a new moon, and I hope that you took time to set your intentions. Now, it is in Taurus and it's about comfort and material things, but think deeper to what you think is blocking you from attaining that full joy and abundance that you would like to have in your life. Because you can set your intentions, but if your subconscious steps in and blocks it from happening, then you're really kind of wasting energy on thoughts of negative thoughts that these things that you wanted haven't appeared. So you need to look deeper. Now, Venus will be making some moves on the 17th. Venus is the planet of beauty, creativity, and love. And she kind of gets a little jealous when she doesn't have what she wants. So that's something to keep in check. Now, she's in Gemini, and she will be conjuncting or connecting with the North Node, which is the direction of life. The North Node is in Gemini. So all you Geminis out there, there is a significant change that has either happened, depends on what time you were born and where the sun is positioned in your chart in Gemini. But there's a new direction for you, and you should heed that. You've got a lot of planets moving through, personal planets right now, and Venus is conjuncting the North Node, so that affects everyone, but especially Geminis. It may show that you need to go in a different direction, and the direction will come to you, but Venus is the planet of things that you enjoy and love. So think about that. Maybe there's something that you more joy and love that you need to incorporate into your life, or maybe that job is just not working out the way you planned and it's time to move on. But I'm not telling you to quit your job. What I'm telling you to do is just be more careful of where your thoughts are. Now, while I'm talking about Gemini, I just have to point out that Geminis are sometimes a misunderstood sign. Yes, they move like quicksilver. They've got many thoughts. They like to talk. A lot of things going on in their head. But they're very flexible and loving people, and they want the best for everyone, and they will take time to make sure that something is fair before they make the choice. Same with people. They're very loyal to their friends and family. So think about that, and Geminis, you have to think about your own loyalties too, and what people around you are good for you, because you're very sensitive, and what people aren't. Now, Jupiter is in Pisces, so it's squaring Gemini right now, and it is making, I believe, it is making a trine to Saturn. Now, Saturn is the planet of responsibility. It wants you to stay grounded, so that's kind of a good thing. With Pisces and Gemini going on, you need kind of a bit of a taskmaster there to keep you focused and grounded on what your long-term goals are, and to take responsibility for the things that happen in your life instead of trying to avoid them or jump away from them. So that's something to consider. Now, the other thing is to consider, Mercury is going retrograde. Now, if you have a Mercury retrograde placement in your natal chart, it's really not going to affect you. But everyone else will see the slowdown of energy right now because it's in what we call the shadow period. Sometimes things occur in that shadow period, and then the retrograde part of it is pretty just slow moving and uneventful. It depends. If you're a Gemini, this is going to affect you because Mercury is the ruling sign, and you might want to consider just paying attention to what's going on, the thoughts that are going through your head, what's being communicated to you, and the usual thing about technology, any kind of communication like booking appointments, double check information. But this is always a good period to start your research. If there are things you're thinking or planning to do, and there's a lot of planning happening in your job, you need to go back and look and review, edit, and research. It's really, really good energy. This retrograde won't be finished until June, so just keep that in mind. Now, the later in the week, another planet's going to go retrograde, Saturn, on the 23rd. So I'll talk more about Saturn and its retrograde period next week, but just to let you know that planets don't just all of a sudden go retrograde. There is that shadow period. So Saturn has been in that shadow period for a long time. And I believe that this will bring about some rethinking about vaccines, the pandemic, lockdowns, all the responsibilities that our government has for our rules, regulations, whatever they're trying to do, they're going to have to review and go back over it. Saturn wants that perfection. It wants to make sure that everybody is doing their right moral duty, and it's going to insist on it in certain ways by making us review it. Think about it in your personal life. And like I said, I'll talk more about that next week. Next week plans to be a very, very interesting, intense week also. So stay tuned for Saturn retrograde, eclipses, Mercury retrograde information for next week. Like I said, things are ramping up and we're going to see a lot of frustration, but ways to deal with that. And everything slows down. It means a good time for you to stop and take a breath and relax and review your life. Well, I hope you have a very motivating, wonderful week. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to these videos on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram at Sita1. The weekly tarot reading is also on Instagram, Facebook, and YouTube at Sita1, and you can find daily posts of the tarot cards on Instagram. Keep your chin up, keep positive, and keep thinking of ways that you can do more self-care and to also nurture others and help them through any difficulties. We'll see you next time.